Hi and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Norakila binti Shahril and I'm the leader of this group. I would like to introduce the rest of my team members, which is Nur Faziana binti Awaluddin, Adib Fazhari Faizal bin Muhammad Rosli, Nurin Aziati binti Azman, and the last one is Jonathan Tong Yushans. Together we have worked as a team to complete this project. Let's begin. To start our presentation, Jonathan will cover this topic, which is Habib Company background, global and Malaysian jewellery industry overview. He will explain a brief background of Habib Jewels, followed by an overview of the global jewellery industry, and finally, a short insight into the Malaysian jewellery industry. Now, I will pass it to Jonathan to begin this section.
Hey to Dr. Faisal. Today I will start my presentation with company background, Habib Jewels. Habib Jewels is one of the Malaysia's most beloved jewellery brands. Founder Dato Haji Habib Muhammad Abdul Latif opened a small gold store on Pitt Street in Penang back in 1958. The global jewellery demand is climbing fast, driven by a love for luxury, fashion, and personal expression. It is not just about looking good, it is about making a statement. The global market is set to grow from USD 242.79 billion in 2025 to USD 343 billion by 2032. That is a solid 5.1% annual growth rate. And then, with Gen Z and millennials leading the charge, ethical sourcing and sustainability are now must-have in modern jewelry industry. The luxury tradition and empowerment are shining bright in the future of jewelry industry. Next, we proceed to the Malaysian jewelry industry. The Malaysian jewelry industry is growing fast, powered by changing customer preferences, new technology, and rising demand for both luxury and affordable pieces. From fashion jewelry made for everyday wear to fine jewelry crafted from gold, silver, and gemstone, the market has something for everyone. It is also crucial parts for luxury watches and customs design. Top local names like Pokong, Tumei, and The Gem are gaining global attention. Their collection reflects Malaysia's rich heritage, featuring everything from gold bracelets to Islamic-inspired jade pendants. The gold jewelry market alone is set to hit USD 1.87 billion by 2026, growing at 3.73% annually. The growth is fueled by increased middle-class spending and a younger fashion-conscious population. The online shopping is a big driver too. Malaysia is expected to make up 18% of 18% of global online jewelry sales by 2023, and globally, the country stands out as a top exporter of 216 gold jewelry, especially to Singapore, UAE, and Hong Kong. Lastly, with strong local talent, cultural richness, and global reach, Malaysia's jewelry scene is not just growing, it is about shining.
Our focus is on Qatar, a rapidly developing nation in the Middle East with a rich cultural identity and impressive economic strengths. This overview will highlight key aspects of Qatar history, culture, demography, geography, and natural resources. Qatar is a small but mighty country located on Arab Peninsula with its capital in Doha. It's pronounced Khokhtar. The Al Thani family has ruled since the 17th, and Qatar became formally recognized as a political entity through a treaty with the British in the 18th. But the real transformation has begun since the 19th when the oil was discovered in the Dohan fields. This completely shifted Qatar economy from traditional trades like fishing and pearling to becoming one of the richest nations in the world. What makes Qatar unique is how its culture and people shape its market. Family values are deeply respected. Elders are honest and hospitality is a key part of the social life. Jewelry, especially gold and diamonds, hold more than material value. It represents tradition, status and pride in its family heritage. Interestingly, only less than 10% of Qatar populations are local. The rest, about 90%, are expatriates from all over the world, making it one of the most diverse societies in regions. While Arabic is the official language, English is commonly used, especially in business, which makes it easier for global companies to operate there. Geographically, Qatar is a small peninsula covering around 11,437 square kilometers. Despite its size, the country is rich with its natural beauty, from serene beaches like Zikrit and Fuwairits to unique islands like Purple Islands. But what really powers Qatar economy is its natural gas and oil. Qatar holds up to 14% of the world's known as gas reservoirs, with the North Field being one of the largest gas fields globally. And as of 2023, Qatar also holds over 25 billion barrels of oil, ranking it 6th in the Middle East and 14th worldwide. These resources have made Qatar a key global energy player. In a conclusion, Qatar's journey from a small fishing community to global economic powerhouse is impressive. With its rich culture, diverse population and strategic energy reserve, its country where tradition and modern success go hand in hand. That's all from me. Thank you. Okay, now we will move to the market potential with a subtopic exploring Qatar opportunities for Habib Jewels expansions. This part will be presented by Noor Faziana, where she will explain why Qatar is a promising market for Habib Jewels. Let's continue with her presentation.
Next is market potential. Qatar presents a high potential market for Habib jewels due to its deep-rooted culture and religious appreciation for jewelry. High consumer preference for luxury and customized gold jewelry, especially during major festivals like Eid and weddings. Number two, there are economic and cultural drivers. First, there are explosive growth that Qatar's jewelry market is projected to grow at a 91% CAGR from 2024 to 2031, driven by wealthy Qatari and expat consumers. And number two, cultural importance of jewelry in family traditions and religious events, and for high demand for personalized, ethically sourced and Islamic compliant design. Next, there are young consumers. Millennials and Gen Z show increased demand for jewelry that reflects social responsibility, such as ethical sourcing and sustainability. And next is retail infrastructure. There are government investment in luxury mall and city projects through physical and online retail growth. Next is government support and legal framework. First, pro-investment policies under Qatar National Vision under 2030. Number two, foreign companies like Habib can benefit from first, 100% foreign ownership in Qatar Free Zones and Qatar Financial Center QFC, and streamlined registration, world-class infrastructure, and low corporate tax, 10%. A transparent legal system that protects intellectual property and support foreign interests. There are SWOT analyses. We have strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. For strength, there are high consumer purchasing power, cultural alignment, and customization expertise match market trends. Number two, there are weaknesses. We have strong luxury brands, need for localization, high entry barriers, and regional competition. Number three is opportunities. There are high market growth, online shopping demand from research and market in 2025, and ethical and customized jewelry. Next is trade. There are luxury market saturation. Number two, economic volatility and regulatory risk. And we can see that the SWOT analysis highlight that the company benefit from high purchasing power, cultural alignment, government support, and customization expertise aligned with market trends. However, it faced challenges such as strong luxury brand competition, the need for localization, high entry barriers, and regional rivals. Opportunities lie in the growing market, rising online shopping demand, and preference for ethical, customized jewelry, while threats include market saturation, economic volatility, and regulatory risk. In this part, we can say that Carta's jewelry market presents remarkable opportunities for Habib Jewels. Its luxury consumer base, supportive business policies, and cultural appreciation for premium, meaningful jewelry make it ideal for expansions. Habib can succeed by localizing its offerings, highlighting ethical sourcing, and strategically marketing through digital platforms and local influencers to position itself as a culturally connected and socially responsible brand.
Next, we will continue with level of competition, which will be presented by Noreen. In this part, she will explain the competitive landscape in Qatar by using the 4-level of competition model, including direct brand competitors, product level rivals, generic substitutes, and total budget alternative. Let's pass it to Noreen to explore how Habib Jewels can position itself uniquely in this highly competitive market.
4 levels competition. First, brand competitors, direct luxury jewelry brands offering similar image, quality, and pricing. At the brand level, Habib faces well-established luxury jewelry names like Damas, Jawahi, Alfardan, Tiffany & Co, and Cartier. These companies have built strong reputation for high-end design, exclusivity, and customer loyalty. To compete at this level, Habib must offer something different. One key advantage, it is Malaysian heritage and the potential to highlight Islamic compliant craftsmanship, which aligns with cultural values in Qatar. By combining elegant design with ethical values and competitive pricing, Habib can carve out a unique identity in the premium segment. Next, product competitors, those selling similar jewelry types but with different branding. Moving to product level competition, Habib will encounter brands like Malabar Gold and Diamonds and Joya Lucas from India, as well as local Qatari designers who specialize in 18K and 20K gold jewelry. These competitors may not carry the same brand prestige as global luxury labels, but appeal strongly due to cultural familiarity, bridal collections, and festival-specific designs. Habib can compete here by customizing its offerings, for example, creating wedding sets or limited edition festival collections that cater to Qatari tastes and religious values. This localization will help the brand build relevance and emotional connection in the market. Next is generic competitors, products that meet the same emotional or social need as jewelry. At the generic level, Habib is not just competing with other jewelers, but with any product that satisfies similar emotional or social needs. Think of luxury watches like Rolex and Omega, or designer handbags and perfumes. These are all items purchased to mark celebrations, express status, or give meaningful gifts. Habib must position its jewelry not just as decoration but as something symbolic that celebrates milestone and cultural identity. By framing jewelry as a timeless, emotional purchase, Habib can stand out in this crowded emotional value market. Total budget competitors are the high-end items that compete for the same discretionary income. The final level is total budget competition. This includes any item that competes for a customer's disposable income, such as luxury vacations, iPhones or tablets, or even designer fashion. The challenge here is convincing consumer to choose jewelry over this other luxury purchase. To overcome this, Habib can position its product as long as the investment not only beautiful, but also with potential resale value and generational significance. Jewelry is something you can pass down. It carries emotional weight and cultural pride, making it more than just a purchase. Thank you.
Now, we will move on to the next two important aspects that play a crucial role in shaping Habib Jewels' market entry strategy in Qatar. This section, legal and political environments and social-cultural influences, will be presented by Adib. First, Adib will explain the legal and political environment in Qatar, including consumer protection laws, legal structures for business entry, and the investment incentive offered through Qatar Free Zones and Financial Center. Then, he will continue by discussing the socio-cultural factors where he will highlight the cultural and religious significance of jewelry in Qatari society, the diversity of consumer preferences, and the importance of strategic marketing during major celebrations like Eid and wedding. Now, I will pass it over to Adib to walk us through these two key elements.
Next is legal and political environment. First, Qatar is known for its political stability and business-friendly legal framework, which creates a secure environment for foreign investors. The government is actively encouraging international business growth, making it a promising market for luxury brands, including jewelry retailers. Let's begin with consumer protection. Under Law No. 8 of 2008, Qatar enforces strong consumer rights regulation. These include mandatory product warranties, guarantees of authenticity, and transparent written policies. For the jewelry sector, where trust and credibility are essential, this legal framework is crucial. To illustrate, in 2016, the government fined 18 jewelry shops 5,000 Qatar rupiah each for failing to comply with pricing regulations during promotions. This shows the authorities take compliance seriously, especially in luxury sectors where consumer confidence must be protected. Moving on to business structures, the most common form for market entry is a limited liability company, LLC, which requires a Qatari partner holding at least 51% ownership. However, Qatar also provides progressive pathways for full foreign ownership through special platforms like the Qatar Financial Center QFC and the Qatar Free Zones Authority QFZA. These zones offer complete ownership and additional perks. For example, there's no minimum capital requirements for forming an LLC unless required by specific sectors. Additionally, companies must allocate 10% of annual net profits into a statutory reserve until it reaches 50% of their share capital, which is a move that aimed at ensuring long-term stability. Lastly, QFC and QFZA offers attractive investment incentives. These include 100% foreign ownership, no need for local partners, a competitive 10% corporate tax rate only applied to profits sourced within Qatar, unrestricted profit repatriation, and access to high-quality infrastructure and streamlined registration processes. In summary, Qatar not only offers a robust and clear legal framework, but also actively fosters an environment that encourages international investment, especially in high-value sectors like jewelry and luxury retail. Moving on, in this section, I'll be discussing the socio-cultural influences in Qatar and how they impact the luxury jewelry market, which is highly relevant for a brand like Habib Jewels looking to expand in this region. Let's start with the cultural and religious foundations. Jewelry in Qatar is more than decoration. It's a symbol of tradition, social status, and heritage. According to Data Breach 2024, jewelry often carries cultural narratives, family legacy, and spiritual significance. Designs frequently include Islamic art elements like geometric patterns, floral motifs, and Arabic calligraphy, which connect wearers to their cultural and religious identity. These pieces are typically worn during major life events like weddings and religious ceremonies, symbolizing values such as family honor and piety. For Habib Jewels, this presents an opportunity to design collections that go beyond luxury and tap into emotional and cultural resonance, incorporating sacred and traditional motifs. Moving on to Qatar's diverse demographics, over 90% of its population are expatriates from regions including South Asia, Europe, and the Middle East. This creates a highly varied consumer base. Qatari nationals generally prefer traditional gold pieces, often 18K or 22K, featuring intricate heritage-based designs. In contrast, expatriates, especially younger ones, tend to favor minimalist, trendy pieces that align with global fashion trends. This diversity provides Habib Jewels a strategic advantage to segment the market. The brand can offer traditional collections for Qatari consumers, modern fashionable pieces for expatriate youth, and fusion collections blending Eastern craftsmanship with Western aesthetics for cosmopolitan buyers. Lastly, let's talk about celebratory peaks and marketing timing. In Qatar, jewelry sales spike during cultural and religious events. Major sales peaks occur during Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha, where gift giving drives demand for luxury items like gold and diamonds. Another major period is the wedding season, known for its lavish celebrations where brides and families purchase heirloom quality jewelry. Additionally, Qatar National Day on December 18 sees increased demand for patriotic themed luxury pieces, including those featuring Arabic designs or national symbols. In summary, understanding these cultural nuances, demographic shifts, and timing of peak spending is crucial for brands like Habib Jewels to effectively position themselves and tailor their product lines to resonate deeply with both locals and expatriates in Qatar. That's all from me. Thank you.
Now we will move on to the final part of our presentation, which is recommendation for Habib Jewels, focusing on its strategic entry and positioning in the hottery market. This session will be presented by myself, Akila. In these parts, we will explore the key strategies that Habib Jewels can adopt to effectively enter and compete in the hotel luxury jewelry landscape by aligning with local culture, leveraging business opportunities, and promoting ethical brand values. So for the final part of our presentation, I'll be sharing our recommendation for Habib Jewel as they prepare to enter the hottery luxury jewelry markets. These suggestions are grouped into three strategic areas. First, on this slide, we propose that Habib focus on a localized product strategy and visibility boost. Hottery consumer place a high value on traditions, family, and Islamic aesthetic. So Habib should introduce collections that incorporates Arabic calligraphy, Islamic geometric patterns, and culturally meaningful designs. Think of custom-named pendants in Arabic script or limited edition jewelry for hottery celebrations. To increase visibility, Habib can partner with influential hottery personalities such as Qanim Al-Muftah and Amal Amin. This influencer can amplify brand trust among locals. Moreover, influential marketing is a key. Hosting pop-up events or product launches at luxury locations like the Pearl Hotel or Villaggio Mall will attract high-end buyers and elevates the brand's premium image. Moving to the second recommendation, which is strategic market entry. Hotel offer multiple business-friendly routes by registering under the Hotel Financial Center or Hotel Presence Authority. Habib can enjoy 100% foreign ownership, eliminating the need for the hottery partner. In addition, as highlighted by Mahika 2024, businesses in this group may benefit from 0% company tax for up to 20 years, making it financially viable for long-term operations. these zones are also logistically ideal. They are connected to Hamad International Airport and Hamad Port, ensuring fast shipping, especially for high-value goods like gold and diamonds. Finally, ethical branding is non-negotiable in today's luxury market. Qatari customers increasingly value transparency and sustainability. Habib should ensure all gemstones come from fair trade vendors, meaning safe working conditions and fair pay for miners. To reinforce this image, Habib can obtain RJC Responsible Jewelry Council certification, which signals ethical and sustainable practices. Additionally, the use of recycled gold and eco-friendly material will help attract environmentally conscious consumers and position Habib as responsible and forward-thinking brand. So that's all from me. Thank you. To wrap up our presentation, we will now move on to the conclusion, which will be presented by Jonathan. In this section, Jonathan will summarize the key insights from our analysis and highlight the strategic significance of Habib Jewels entering the Qatari market. He will also reflect on how cultural alignment, competitive positioning, and regulatory readiness can contribute to long-term success in this highly promising luxury retail environment.
In conclusion, Qatar is an ideal market due to its strong economic indicators, high consumer spending power, and a deep-rooted cultural appreciation for exquisite jewelry. Moreover, Habib needs to adapt a comprehensive localization approach in Qatar, which involves customizing products, marketing that align with the culture, and forming strategic alliances. Habib's brand values should always include ethical sourcing and sustainability.